All right, so this is episode 3, season 1 of The Guest of Honor. Today we have a man that wears many hats, jack of all trades, so to say.
Oh, yep.
Entrepreneur, mural artist, graphic designer, DJ. I don't
Yeah,
know if you want to be called DJ.
musician.
Musician,
Yeah,
Renaissance artist.
Renaissance man. Yeah,
We have over here in front of me, Joel Aguilar.
yeah.
Yeah, or what do you like to go by?
Yeah, I go by Joel Aguilar. Joel is good. And I go by on social media Gamut 92.
All right, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. I want to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what Run the Gamut means and what Gamut 92 comes from. Um, let's start from the beginning. How did you end up wanting to pursue art? And did your upbringing have anything to do with pursuing that?
Uh, I felt like I was always trying to find my place in school. I realized I probably wasn't the smartest kid, but I did like to doodle. I like to draw, and I felt like I was, just having fun. That's what I really liked. And, growing up, taking art classes,
Yeah.
I just pursued that and then realizing that I was getting these like ribbons, these awards, saying like you got second place or you got honorable mention or,
Yeah.
hey, look, you're really good. So you just won first place.
How old were you when you started actually wanting to draw, or when you started seeing some of that, like, okay, maybe I should do this more often?
I would say in middle school. I picked up a camera first, and then we started doing collages with the photos that we were doing with the cameras, and I had a lot of fun, like just puzzling these things that started turning into its whole another picture.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. And then do you think in your upbringing was your family really supportive about what you were doing? Because you said you were doodling, right? Like,
yeah, they thought they're like, ponte a estudiar, like just do your homework, dude. Stop
Yeah.
doodling. Stop, like all these things are blank, and you need to do your homework. And of
Yeah.
course, my parents, they were looking out for me.
Yeah.
All they know is hard work.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about art. They just know that artists in their world, it doesn't pay the bills. So coming here to America, sacrificing it all, hoping that your kid is, educated, smart, that they can tackle this world, and hopefully they can get a great job so then they don't have to struggle like they did. That's something that they always had in their minds. And when I told them I want to be an artist, yeah, they were worried. They were not supportive. But then I was like, okay, like hear me out.
Yeah.
There's art teachers, and I that could be a stable job. There's a art professor,
Mhm.
that could be a stable job. And they're just like, okay, we're hoping for the best. And
Damn.
they got to see what I was interested
Yeah.
in my high school years, and then they supported me after that.
Yeah. In your high school years, I guess, like, when did you get like that sort of break where you felt like this is something that I could definitely pursue? Like in high school, I know you were still trying to figure out, obviously, whether or not this is going to be a career or not. But did you ever get like that sort of, I guess, like reward or vindication of like, okay, like I can definitely go to school and major in this, or something can
Yeah,
happen from
well,
this?
being in high school, I did do some commissions. I got my first like $100 bill from a small painting that I did, and I was like,
Oh, damn! In high school?
whoa, yeah, and I was like, I got a check for $100. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then I did the art hop, and then people at the mall were buying my artwork,
Oh,
and
damn.
then I with the help of my teacher in high school, Sarah Hill, she told me apply to Cal Arts in Valencia.
Yeah.
It's a summer program. You're not gonna regret it. It's honestly just live and breathe art for a month.
Yeah.
And it was a rigorous, like one class was 5 hours, the other class was another 5 hours. I had 4 classes, so Monday, Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
Friday was one class, 5 hours, and it was
Damn.
dedicated. And then you had studio hours,
Wait, this is
all in summer before I even got into college.
this is happening at the high school?
No, this was happening in Valencia at Cal Arts.
Oh shit.
I ended up getting that full ride over there, and I ended up bringing back the gold. I freaking got the scholarship to just come back and push it even more. So then I was like, freshman year in college, I was like, I got what it takes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so when that happened, did your parents change their mind? Were they like, okay, like maybe this won't be such a
Yeah. I actually got to get an award from Arnold Schwarzenegger at the
No way.
at the
Yeah.
what is it? It's the civic center here
Okay.
next to the Mainzer or whatever. Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the Civic Center.
yeah,
Uh huh.
civic center. It's like I remember going there, getting an award from the. He did not show up.
Oh, I was gonna say like, he showed up
I
here.
wish he was
He was in
supposed
Merced.
to. He was
Oh shit.
supposed to shake hands with with
Artist
Arnold,
certificate?
bro. And I ended up getting like his
Wait, what?
assistant.
He was the governor at the time, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I ended
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. So I ended up getting an award and a medal
Yeah.
for getting accepted to this this school.
Dang.
Cal Arts is a private school where Walt Disney he created that, and he was working there, and one of the first animated films, I think it was Snow White, was created there.
Oh shit.
So it's crazy that I got the opportunity for a month
Yeah.
to live and breathe a lot of art and really understand what it takes to be an artist.
Damn. Okay, so obviously you're from Livingston.
Yeah.
So Livingston to this different environment, did that change like your way of thinking?
Yeah, because honestly, there was only like probably 4 Mexicans or Hispanics in that program, and everybody else was like just not Mexican,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not. They're just white,
yeah.
mostly all white. And the only time I would see my raza is in the cafeteria, and they would look at me like, "Bro, you get double," like, "Here you
Oh,
go."
they were the ones working?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
working. They were working, and they're like looking at me like, "Oh, now look, we
yeah.
got a little one here."
Damn.
And I could tell they were proud of me. They're just like, "Échale ganas here, have some more bacon." You know?
You're gonna need it.
I was just
Yeah.
like, cool.
Damn.
It
Okay.
was very different. It was a very different change.
So this was after high school.
Yeah.
Okay, after high school, you went to the Cal Arts program, and then you started going to.
Stanislaus for 4 years. I was working to do my BFA,
Mhm.
and I was doing GE, going back and forth GE, art. And I wanted to be independent, and I just kept on commuting
Okay, from Livingston to the
from
Cal Arts.
Livingston, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to live in the dorms.
Mhm.
And my advisor told me, why don't you just go study abroad? You got what it takes. And I'm like, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, you can. We're going to help you. And applied for 6 months, finally got the acceptance letter, and I was so nervous. It was my first time, like,
Leaving the country.
leaving the country, going overseas like that. Ooh, man, that's scary.
Wait, where'd you go?
I went to Florence, Italy for 1 year.
Damn, the Mecca
Yeah.
for art.
For art, I got to live and breathe art once again, and I kept on pushing it. I was so blessed to have that opportunity,
Mhm.
and I was so happy that everything turned out just fine.
How? I mean, talk about Italy, bro. I know
Yeah,
that's something
I studied at the Accademia de Belle Arti. That's the Academy of Fine Arts where the statue of David is located.
right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's that statue.
Yeah.
You just if you see that thing in live, oh man, every day I gotta walk and just check it out, and I got to walk around the museums for free. I got to live and breathe art again. Passing by Da Vinci's like corridors,
Damn.
the Versace corridors, going to all these different museums, the Bubbly Gardens, the Uffizi Museum, living next to the Arno River. It was a dream come true, and I absorbed it all. I did my painting courses. I learned Italian.
Oh shit.
Io parlo italiano. Mi piace. That means, I love it.
Damn.
And
Damn, okay, bro.
it's something that I will always hold close,
Yeah.
because I don't think anybody can take that moment away from me. That it's so special. I'm telling you, I hope to take a whole bunch of my friends there, because
Yeah.
living over there and doing art is insane, because you get so much appreciation of what you do over there compared to here.
How was the culture shock?
It was, again, where I kind of felt like I couldn't tell people that I was American, so I told them I was Mexican.
Yeah.
And they were more welcoming to having me there, because a lot of tourists are Americans that kind of destroy the location. They just are there for a week or two, and they're just
Right.
there to party and drop their trash everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, no, I'm here for a year, and I'm Mexican. I was like, what's up?
Yeah.
And, I would tell them that my parents, I would always have the same speech. I was like, my genitori sono di Mexico. My genitori, my parents are from Mexico. So I'd be like, okay, he's cool.
Damn.
So
Damn, bro.
it was one of those things where, like, culture shock wise, I kept close to being Hispanic there.
Mm-hmm.
and they would like to talk to me in Spanish, and just that was kind of cool.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing in Italy? What was like? I guess what was like a day in Italy for you?
A day in Italy,
A
I,
work
I
a week day.
lived I lived in the older area of Florence.
Okay.
So, like I had a radiator for a heater, so it would be cold when it's cold, it would be hot when it's hot.
Yeah.
Sunsets were amazing because the lights would just bounce. It'd be like, have you ever seen Always Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
pink the sky looks and
Yeah.
how crazy it looks? Like, all that reflects to you, and you just look at your skin and you're just like, dude, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. Like, it does feel like a dream sometimes where you're walking and it's a rainy day and it pours like crazy, and then it stops. And you're like, what happened? I feel like
Yeah.
that I was part of a scene,
Damn.
The food was amazing.
What were you
I
eating?
learned how to cook over there, because, you're a starving artist. You can't just go
Mm.
out and just get Florentine steak all the time.
Damn.
But damn, it was good. Like
Damn.
when I could, I would.
Yeah.
Get pizzas that just tasted different. Like pasta tasted different.
What was like your go-to pizza at the time?
Oh my god, it was like salsicha.
Okay.
It was so good, and it was different. Like I can't find any salsicha here that just hits like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And cured meat, They had some bomb cured meat.
How was the coffee? They were-
Ooh. The coffee, I had
Yeah.
doppio espresso every other day just to feel Italian. They would have these crazy machines, and then they'd be like, "Here's your doppio espresso." And because sometimes they're like, "What do you mean you want this crazy latte, milk, whatever the hell?" Like they did not give a fuck about
No,
Starbucks.
yeah, they were like, this is not happening
They're
here.
like, "You're gonna get coffee, okay?
Uh,
Don't make it special. Like you want what do you want? You want to wake up? Here's an espresso.
that's what you're getting.
That's what you're getting.
Okay. Damn.
They'll be like, what are you talking about?
All right, so you spent 6 months over there?
A year?
A year?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, in that year, what's something in Italy that you miss? Like, what's like something that you kind of like? Because I know you reflect on it often. I know sometimes you're like looking back, and what's something that you like?
The one thing that I miss is that those moments, all I did was work on my art. I woke up and I had the opportunity to go to school, take like a 2-hour course of Italian,
Yeah.
and after that, it was studio hours. It was no one was holding my hand to how to paint, how to draw. I thought I was gonna learn from these greats,
Yeah.
and they're gonna sit me down and I was gonna learn all the techniques, and they're like, no, you're just gonna sit in this room and you're gonna work on you. And I was like, ah, man, I really wanted to see how you guys are working
Oh,
here.
there was no guide?
There was no guidance at all. It was just you for a year with your art. So I was struggling because I was like, I was always told what to draw.
Yeah.
I was always told what to paint. What do I do now? And they're like, that's for you to find out here. And I can't wait for you to show us. And here's the deadline for the art show. And I was like,
Damn.
okay.
And you got 3
was,
days.
yeah, I ended up I was so nervous, and I kept on having these recurring nightmares of me falling from the sky, and I ended up doing that. I was like, this is right in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to paint landscapes, which is cool, whatever. I'm over here
Right.
trying to paint buildings.
Yeah.
I wanted to paint what was in here. And I finally had that chance. Finally, it's not something that's sitting on a table. Finally, it's me like writing down what I'm looking into.
Damn.
And it was my nightmares. They're my things that I was scared about. Heights, flying for the first time overseas. And it was just me falling from the sky. Broken buildings shattering, deconstruction, playing around with that. And I was like, let's go with it. And then I did other stuff about, motion
Yeah.
and waves of how you can capture movement in paintings. Because that was my second semester. I was like, okay, I conquered some of my fears.
Yeah.
What's my next series? What's next semester? What's spring looking like?
Yeah.
And then I got to do some cool shit. It was cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Scary with no guidance, huh?
You were just by yourself?
I
mean, for the most part.
Yeah, I
right?
had some great friends that motivated me every day. My roommates were just the best. That's one thing I do miss.
Yeah.
I do miss them.
Being around those, friends.
Yeah,
and
friends,
creatives.
family.
Yeah. How old were you at the time?
21, fresh.
Damn. So like.
Nobody cared that I was 21 over there. I was like, I could finally drink. And they're just like, we drink when we're 17 here, buddy.
Damn.
They're like, we don't care.
Damn.
It was never special then, But
Yeah.
I was just like, I can drink in the streets.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Damn. All right. So you spent a year in Italy, right? You find your artistic, I guess, voice at the time,
Yeah.
and then what happens when that was done for the year? You were able to stay there for the year. Could you stay longer, or you just it was
I,
already done?
I, I did. I stayed for a little bit more, for a couple more months. I stayed for like 2 more months because I just wanted to be in the summer there.
Hmm.
But I came back in August with fire in my eyes. I was just like,
Back to
I came back to Livingston
okay.
with just so much determination to still be that artist that I was in Italy,
Yeah.
in Florence, because I didn't want to slow down. I
Yeah.
wanted to keep that momentum, and I wanted to be like, just because it felt like a dream. My parents were like, I felt like we just dropped you off in Fresno Airport, then we picked you
Mm,
back up in Fresno Airport,
yeah.
and just like, I don't think you went to Italy, you
Oh,
know?
and then the change wasn't like too much for them, huh? Because they were
Yeah, they're
just
like, well, we contacted through Zoom or not Zoom, but like, we just
yeah.
Skype,
Right.
and it was just funky coming back because I was just like, it feels like I never left.
Mm, damn, bro. So okay. So you came back, right? And then all these paintings that you painted over there, did you bring them back too?
I left some over there because just couldn't take them because of the
Yeah.
luggage and all that. So I rolled some up, I brought them back, and then I stretched them over here. I
Hmm.
got a frame and I stretched them back again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up leaving some behind,
Hmm.
left some to some friends, and I left some in the street. But they were all just practices, things that I was like, I could do it again.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Damn.
But yeah, came back, and then what? Went to school, finished,
Hmm.
got my bachelor's of fine arts, tried to be a teacher, and if I flopped.
How many times did you take the test?
Oh my God! Don't even. Sorry guys, but I failed like 5 times to take that not the art test, the easiest one, the C best. I passed the C set.
Hmm.
I nailed it.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on missing the math portion by like 3 points, 1 point. It was devastating. I told myself maybe I shouldn't be a teacher. Then maybe this is just a sign.
Yeah.
So I ended up just doing commissions, doing small pieces for like 100, $200, till the point where I was doing videos.
Hmm.
And then you
Yeah.
reached out and you're just like, dude, these videos are whack. Like,
Yeah.
let me help you out.
Yeah. During that time was when I barely started the Lens 360 thing, and I was obviously trying to find like my type of style at the time. But I remember, I think it was on Snapchat. I don't know if it was on Snapchat or if it was on IG. No,
Probably
honestly,
on
it was
Facebook.
on
It was
Facebook.
on
Yeah, on
Facebook,
Facebook.
man.
I saw you doing something. You had like a man bun because
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
at the time you had a man bun, and then I was just like, what the hell is he doing? And then that's when I reached out to you, like, hey, bro, like let's pretty much let's do something. Let's do something together. Because I was trying to find my style, and then I didn't know that you were in Italy. I don't know you were in Italy until I talked to you for the first time, like when because we didn't talk for like a few years. You went to college to Stanislaus, and I
Yeah.
was just like trying to figure out shit at the JC,
Yeah.
and that's when we reached out. And then I remember you thinking like when I told you like I have a city, you're like
I was like,
yeah
I'm not going to go to Merced, dude.
yeah because you were in Turlock.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want to go. And then when I finally did, I was like, dude, that studio was like a hall. It was
Yeah,
like
it was
super
huge.
long, empty,
Yeah, it was
and it
big.
was just literally like it reminded me of the Bart Simpson the Simpson episode where Bart gets
It's a
a
warehouse.
warehouse,
Yeah.
and it's just like a small desk, and then it's just like nothing. It's like a big ass
Yeah,
full
that's
of
what it
nothing.
was. Yeah, that's what it was. I had a big studio, not the size of Siena Host, but it was like it was fairly big, and there was nothing there. It was just all white walls, a big ass desk, and then when I saw you painting,
Yeah, we
I was
were in the
just like,
garage or something, or like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
hanging out with us in the garage, and you're just like, dude, you can just hang your stuff up at my place.
yeah. I was just like, bro, bring your stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing but walls, you
Yeah.
know. And then that's when I started like really I started appreciating art because of you. You know, that's when I started hanging out with you, and I feel like at the time I started seeing the progression of you being like everybody starts somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we at the time like we were both kind of like starving artists, you know. But I didn't know where to go. I was just seeing like the development of you because for some reason you decided I don't know how the art show happened, but this is when you started doing like started working on your own like new series.
Yeah. Well, coming from Italy, or coming from Florence, we were told that, hey, you don't just have to make an art show at the school.
Hmm.
You can knock on doors, you can go to cafes, you can go to bars, you can go restaurants, and you have to talk to them and tell them, I'm interested in showcasing some work. Would you be down to have a night where give me your deadest night.
Yeah.
Let me fill it up with people. I guarantee you it's gonna be something special.
Damn.
And they would just eat it up. They'd be like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
They gave me like the worst day, I invited, school, school students, faculty,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Cool, we sold today. We sold some drinks, we sold some food, we sold some coffee, whatever it was."
Yeah.
And then I was like, I should do that over here. So, having a space where, you're not, it's not just it's not a typical gallery,
Yeah.
but the fact is like, hey, you're getting out there,
Yeah.
do it. What do you got to lose?
What were your plans, bro? Did you have any plans when? So after after obviously you graduated, you didn't pass the test.
Yeah.
How'd you feel? Like I
I,
know that was like a setback at the time.
I felt like, I called them sacrifice years
Mm.
because I was working at Michael's Arts and Craft for 5 years, bringing things forward, uh, sweeping,
Mm-hmm.
backup cashier, and I was just like, telling myself, look at you, dude. You have a degree.
Damn.
You went to Italy and you're here. And
Damn.
I'm like, no, no, it helped me. It helped me get my discounts to get canvases, oil
Right.
paint, brushes,
Your supplies.
my supplies.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it was invaluable to work there. I met some great friends. I learned how to look at management, leadership skills. And I told myself, I think I'm ready, and I ended up, again, just trying to do commissions, do art, push it
Yeah.
to the point where one night I emailed Parks and Rec in Livingston and I told them, I'm kind of tired doing canvases.
Yeah.
Can I find a wall?
Yeah.
Can you give me a free wall? I would love to talk to you guys about something and maybe just do something chill, something that, it looks nice. I'm not trying to do graffiti. I'm not trying to do none of that. I don't know any of that. I've just been academically trained. I wish I knew how to do graffiti and do lettering and do more calligraphy stuff. But I'm learning. I have some cool artists here in the valley that, they're, I'm inspired by their work on the freeways. I'm
Yeah.
inspired by things that they do around town. And it's cool. It's important. So, I mean, learning all these things, finding that wall to do a mural catapulted me to the point where I was just like, oh snap. I thought I had to like do everything academic wise. Like I had to get a degree.
Yeah.
I had to, become a teacher in order to be successful. I had to, go through this avenue.
Yeah. Like the American dream type of thing.
Yeah, and then I was just like, or from seeing you, which there's always ups and downs from being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But I knew I was like, you know what? It's fun working for yourself.
Yeah. That was a good time, bro. That was a good time. I remember when we were co-working together, seeing the first art show that you did at the studio. I was like, you put that into my head where I'm like, damn, people showed up. Like people from Turlock showed up, people from ESO showed up, and they just came to look at photos on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like your
yeah.
paintings, like your paintings
Oh,
on
I
the wall.
still remember, dude. Oh, man, we were ready for the show, and you're like, maybe you should do a mural. And I was like, that was my first mural
Oh yeah.
at Lens
Yeah.
360.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that big wall.
Then we got hit with
Big
that
wall.
that season assist.
So that big white wall that was against the wall, and it was like different surfaces. And when you obviously it was your first mural, so you went at it like in a traditional sense. You started painting with what was it, like oil? It was
Yeah, and then I was like, dude, never mind. It's not gonna work out. We need to get, we need to get like house paint, acrylic paint,
Mhm.
and I did everything with brush.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get into spray paint,
Mhm.
and I owe it all to Phasm Creative, Aaron Vickery. Hella changed my life when he gave me a spray can of Montana 94
Because you went from like brush.
brush, and it's cool, but it's like if you don't have a deadline, have that expression, go crazy with the brush.
Mhm.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong, but the can, oh man, the rattle, the control.
Yeah.
You don't have to work with buckets of water.
Yeah.
You could just throw the cans in a bag and dip.
Oh, that's true. Because in the first one, the Livingston one. No, I mean the
Oh,
first one
yeah.
was the Lens 360.
Second one was the Livingston Historical Museum.
The Livingston one you did like half paint.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
took me 2 months to do it just with, and I was taking my time, but I was going in for like 5 hours
Yeah.
every other day. I was on the boom lift. It was fun. I quit my job and I was just
Okay, yeah.
focused on the mural, and the budget was there,
Yeah.
so I could have definitely just kept on doing that.
All right. Before that, before you got like the opportunity, which was painting in Livingston, did you ever have doubts that maybe this isn't going to work out because you were an entrepreneur for, you're working at Michael's, working for a few hours, and then you were over here in Merced driving every now and then trying to, like, make your art happen. Did you have any doubts, like, maybe this isn't going to work out for me? Like, maybe I should go?
Yeah,
Like, because at the time you were, like I said, you're over here sweeping, you're over here cleaning up.
yeah.
Like, did your parents still not believe in you? Was there still, like, doubt?
There was a moment where I was just living. I didn't want to work at Michael's, so I told them like, "How many days am I supposed to work here?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Just 2 days," and I'm like, "Cool. 2 days out of the week, you're gonna see me here part time." I'd have a measly check at the end of the month with like less than $500,
Damn.
and then I had to pay rent,
Damn.
and
How'd you survive off
I
that?
was sharing a room with my brother. So when I would get my checks, I'd be like, "Cool, I got 250," and then I would go spend it on alcohol, on the bars, and night, like
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be like, I don't even have
Jack
money
in
to.
the Box tacos.
Yeah, I wouldn't have money to pay 150 for the rent or 180 for the rent. And I was just like, and I saw my brother like, dude, I'm tired of always being there. Like, you need to get your shit together. And he really gave me like a reality check. We were going through a lot of things, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep on coasting,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna work at Michael's. And then I realized I can't be doing this to him.
Mm.
Let me step back. Let me go live in Livingston.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that's how I started, really pushing it in Livingston, getting commissions done. And, I didn't have to pay rent because,
Yeah.
my parents just understood that, let's give him some time to recover. He just had a flop. He
Yeah.
couldn't even live in Turlock.
Damn.
Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah.
And then I just ended up getting back up. And then I ended up messaging Parks and Rec and telling them that I want a mural.
And you messaged them drunk, no?
Yeah, I did. Like at 1 or 2 in the morning, I was like, "I'm back, baby." Because I was just like, I've been back from Florence for so long,
Yeah.
but I want to just be like, I just came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, I've been back for like a year or so.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I still have that fire in my eyes. Let's run it.
All right. So okay, run it. So where does run the gamut come from?
Run the
For those
gamut.
for
Oh
those that
man,
don't
I was like that guy that was trying to find the right name for my IG.
Yeah.
So I waited for like almost 2 years to even create an IG because I was just like, no, I need to think of like something cool. And I kept on thinking like, I'm a musician. I played trumpet. I was in drumline, and I wanted to incorporate my love of music. But I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm a painter. That's what I'm really good at.
Right.
That's where I've been putting a lot of my efforts in. And I'm like, I want to be a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept on trying to find different names, and then I found it, like Gamut, run the gamut.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does run the gamut mean? It just means that it's a spectrum or a range of something. It just you can. It's like if you had a gamut of something. It's everything. It's the color wheel. It's everything there.
Yeah.
And even in gamut, it's the sound waves as well for for music.
Right.
I just incorporated the two things I loved. So again, I want to be good at a lot of things, and I know like I am a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I've dedicated a lot to not just be an artist of like painting, but sculpture, printmaking, digital art, music.
Yeah.
A little bit of poetry here and there sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll do a little haiku here and there.
I see the haikus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just put myself in one box.
Yeah. You live it. You live the art.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And
All right.
run it. That's why we always say run it.
All right. So the setback was temporary. The bounce back, was it permanent?
The bounce back.
'Cause
The
you got-
bounce back was overwhelming because it introduced me to this crazy amount of networking.
Because as an artist, like, I know a lot of the times we don't really understand the business side of it,
Yeah.
and I know like in the early beginnings, you want to just be an artist. You just want to work on your craft and you just want to focus on that. The money will come, but then eventually you got to start being a better businessman.
Yeah, yeah.
know what I mean?
I had to figure out like, oh man, I got a check, so I need to cash it.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh, I need to do taxes on this check. I can't just like hide under the table like my commissions that I was doing for like $100 or $200.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he just painted my dog. That's
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true, bro.
and it getting into the mural world did change my life, and it brought the business side of art to me.
What was like the biggest mural that you've done so far? As in, I guess like budget wise and also just size.
I feel like size to me it varies because sometimes it could be like a really big thing, but it was like a small amount of colors, and then
Hmm.
there could be a mural that's like it's not that big, but there's so much work to do in it, so
Right.
it's tough to really say. Because honestly, you know me, man. I work so fast.
Yeah,
I
you
take
do.
pride in
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah.
you know you're expecting, oh man, how long is this mural gonna take? And
Yeah.
then it's just like it's a weekend. I'm done.
Done. It's a wrap.
Boom.
Yeah, it takes longer to drive there than it is to paint the mural.
Oh my God, yeah,
Yeah.
like literally, and it just depends, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, does that answer your question?
No, but what was
Oh, what
no,
was the biggest one?
what was like the size wise? What was like the biggest mural that you've worked on? As in like, because I think I can
I would say the underpass,
yeah. I
the
think
M
so.
Street underpass for Caltrans.
Yeah.
It was one of the biggest, but when I looked, it was supposed to be the whole thing. So I thought, hell yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a whole underpass. They just gave us the middle. Me and Patty and Creepy Kawhi were just like, what? That's whack. Other places got the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we ended up. The day we met at the wall, I had to open my mouth, and I was just like, "Oh, this is 3 days." And then
Damn.
all the other artists looked at me like, "Uh?" They're just like, "What?" Like, okay, Mister 3 days over here. Can't wait to see that. And I was just like,
Because they gave you guys a year, right, to do that,
"Yeah."
right?
They
For the
give us
time.
a whole year, and I was like, "Oh, child's play, dude. I can't wait to just be done with this one. It means a lot to me."
Yeah.
I can't wait to just be like, this is just another one for the books.
When did that confidence come in? Was like, because I know when you first
Oh,
started,
man.
it wasn't. You weren't that mind state wasn't always there, right? Like, because you were getting comfortable, like you were starting to understand like how to paint. Like, when do you think you finally have the confidence to be like, oh, this is easy, this is a piece of cake?
Oh, I found a lot of not pushback, but pressure when I did the Martin Luther King mural here
Oh,
by
right.
Food Center, on Food Center.
Hmm.
And I had an idea already set up. I had something so simple,
Hmm.
3 colors, just get it done.
Yeah.
And then I got a call saying that I was biting some guy's artwork. And I was
Right.
like, dude, this is so just like, this is just a stencil. What do you mean I'm biting someone's work? Whatever. You don't
Right.
own that.
Yeah.
You don't own it. But I wanted to be, this, I was being introduced as a mural artist here in Merced, and I did not want to ruffle any feathers.
Right.
So then I talked to them the day of. I was like, bro, I'm going to work on this right now. What
Oh,
do you
because you
want?
got that call
Yeah,
that same day.
I was like, what do you mean I can't do this? And he's like, yeah, if you do this, who knows? Someone might scratch it, spray over it because they think it's my work. And I was like,
Hmm.
what do you want me to do? He's like, do you. I was like, I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude to you, but that's my style. And I was like, all right, I get it, whatever.
Right.
But he's like, do you, bro?
Yeah.
And part of it was like, all right, dude, fucking be bitter about it. But you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
So I ended up calling my brother. He ended up getting a whole bunch of spray cans from Livingston,
Damn.
driving them over, and I had to perform. There was like gonna be people there giving free food away.
Yeah, because Ryan was cooking.
Yeah,
Ryan was serving some pizzas that day too.
serving some pizzas,
Yeah.
and I did what I do. And if you go look at that mural at the Martin Luther King mural that I did is one of a kind. I don't think, there's different artists that kind of
Mhm.
play with that gradient scale, with
Right.
that kinetic black and white art look.
Yeah.
But I was so proud of how crazy I was going into it. I was
Yeah.
spraying here and there, boom, 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 boom. And then I was like, damn, I'm fast.
Oh, and that's when,
That's when I realized,
yeah,
oh, damn,
that you can.
I'm a monster with a spray can.
Damn, bro.
It's
all.
crazy.
All right, bro. So what do you think is your style? Because so when you mentioned that guy saying that because you were pretty much doing the stencil at the
Yeah.
time, and then that guy was claiming it was his, whatever.
Yeah, what?
Have you ever had any other instances where maybe your style was starting to get too inspired, and then you had to like kind of form, I guess like, when did you find your style? Was it that day? You've always had your style, but when did you feel like this is a Gamut, like a Gamut original?
I get those moments when I paint or I spray paint that when I step back and I think I have the mock-up and I'm like, this is how it's supposed to look. And then when I start working on it, I'm able to kind of give it some flair.
Yeah.
I'm able to kind of give it my own, like, pizzazz to it.
Yeah.
And it's at those moments where I'm just like, this feels good.
Yeah.
I don't really know what my style is because, again, I'm pretty fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been interested in seeing, being a conduit for other people, because a lot of people are like, I really want this type of art to talk or to speak. And I've always been down to help and to, like, again, I grew up in a place where didn't have any murals or any art.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really see a lot in Livingston.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to come back and be like, I want to gift this place something. And again, when I'm looking at places, I think about the community that's there, because we're here to beautify, not gentrify.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my chance to be a voice for people that believe in art.
Bro, that's crazy that you bring that up, because how many murals have you painted so far?
Probably over 100. Probably over 100 in what, 7, 10 years?
Yeah, 8 year span.
Yeah,
In
8
about
years.
in about 8 year span. 20. I think I want to say like 2016 was when
Yeah.
you painted the Lens
Yeah.
361. About.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
So there's months, or there's a year where I'm just going in. Like next month.
Yeah.
Did we just do 3 murals today or this month? Did we? What do we got next month? Oh, I got 3 more. I got
Yeah.
5 more. So it's just like you lose count. I know I have over 100.
What was the drive? Like, what made you want to keep going? Because I'm sure you got tired, bro. Because for a minute, I remember, like, like, you never really showed the tiredness, but I could see that, like, you were just doing too much at one point.
It was overkill. Yeah, I had to learn how to say no to things because I was interested in helping, but at what cost? There's so many cooks in the kitchen. There's so many people telling me, we want this, we want that, we want this. And I'm like, what about me? What about what I do? Like, I told you I wanted to do a mural, but now you guys want to control it.
Yeah.
You guys had years to think about a mural, to have a mural. And now that I'm stepping up,
Yeah.
you want to take control. And sometimes I just said, okay. And I kept on getting tired.
Yeah.
And I got exhausted. I got overwhelmed that I had to step back. And I started, with the help of you and other people that, like, told me, start saying no.
Yeah.
And then see if the art piece that you're trying to create actually happens.
No opportunities, who feel like they're stuck or feel like there's no inspiration around them. What kind of advice would you give them to kind of, like, get them out of that? Or where do you? How could they start?
It has to be, yourself. I mean, not to be all cheesy, but like, when they say like, oh, I need to find inspiration or motivation. Other people, you know, do that,
Yeah.
and others just get the fuck up and do it. And it's tough because you're just like, like, okay, easier said than done. It's like, no, like, if you want to do something, then do it.
Yeah.
Stop being like, tomorrow, or I'm not motivated, or you know what, how many excuses are you gonna make for yourself? How many of them?
Damn.
Until you're gonna see someone else run with that idea,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna be all like, oh, that was my idea.
Yeah.
Who said so? Because I see them doing it.
Damn.
It's like, again, wake up, get up.
Yeah.
Some people, so, some people pray for ideas,
Okay.
and other people pray and then they get up and do the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, some people are just waiting for that light bulb to just come out of nowhere. But, dude, I'm ready to make a light bulb. Like,
Damn.
you got to do it
Yeah.
you got to do it. That's it.
Yeah.
The motivation has to be starting with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, okay, even if you need to make a schedule, wake up, start your daily routine.
Yeah.
Give yourself 3 hours to do art. Something creative, 3 hours. Third hour.
Do you still consider yourself a starving artist?
Yeah, because we're always hungry, bro.
Mm.
We're always hungry.
Yeah.
That's why we're called starving artists. Not because we can't find anything to eat.
Damn.
It's because we're hungry all the time.
Do you think there's a fine line between obsession, like being obsessed with the craft, and being passionate about the craft? Like, do you ever feel like you've experienced that where you you've done so much to create that, I guess, like vision that you have in your mind, that it's kind of like it already surpassed the love and now it's becoming more of an obsession.
Hmm. Like I have an idea and then I'm just like, oh, I'm just doing work now. Or what do you mean by obsession? Like,
Because like, when you were painting murals back to back to back to back to back,
yeah,
yeah, did you ever feel like you were just becoming more of a,
commercial artists.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like in the beginning I was running with passion
Hmm.
and individuality,
Yeah,
and then now it's just like I was told to do this, I was told to do that, and my spark was diminishing because I was just again I just was the voice of the people.
mm,
I just had to do what they wanted me to do, but I was like, bro, when am I gonna get the chance to do me again?
yeah.
And it's tough. It's
W-
tough to find that.
Do you feel like you've had that chance again?
Yeah, yeah. There's been moments. I killed it in a couple murals where I was just like, yeah, this is so me. Like for example, one of the
Mm.
ones that I'm super proud of was getting the opportunity to go to Mexico,
Oh,
bringing
that one was
you.
good. Yeah, that one was good. Yeah,
And
that was amazing.
one thing that I wanted to do was remember the fact that I got the chance to go to Florence. I got the chance to go to Rome. I got the chance to go to all these Italian places.
Yeah,
And I remember how my family, they're Catholic.
yeah,
They're strong Catholics. My family in Mexico, are super religious.
yeah,
And I kept on thinking about like, damn, there's no art in Changuitiro, Michoacan. Like,
yeah,
I need to do something about that. And one thing that I thought about, like, wouldn't it be nice to, gift them a mural that is probably in Florence or in Italy, in Rome, something? And I remember seeing the Pieta. It was one of Michelangelo's sculptures where it's Mary holding Jesus in her hands.
okay,
And it's like a big, it's a big statue of Mary.
yeah,
And then it's like Jesus as like as an adult, but like Mary, like, like is oversized,
yeah,
trumps the size of Jesus. Just to show that she's the important one
right,
in this. She's holding her son.
yeah,
And I thought it would be a nice gift to give to the townspeople in Changuitiro, and I did it in my own style
hmm,
again.
yeah. And that
And
was a sick mural, bro.
that was all passion again. I was like, we just got there,
Yeah,
and then at
that
night
was
I
the
was like,
first thing. Yeah,
first thing I
no,
was like, dude, I'm so ready. Let's start this.
yeah. The flight was like what, like 4 hours, 5 hours?
3 hours and then a 3 hour drive.
Yeah, 3 hour drive, 3 hour flight. They picked us up. 3 hour drive. I don't remember the drive. I just remember waking up and being in Mexico.
In the bum town of
Like
Changuitiro.
straight up pueblo. Like just unfortunately the water wasn't running, so we had to get buckets at the time.
Yeah, and you got to live and breathe how it used to be back in the
And that
days.
was like my first time in Mexico because at the time my family was still going. I was still fixing my parents' like whole legal situation.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I ever went to Mexico. And then as soon as we got there, you were just like, all right, let's go check out the wall. And like it wasn't like let's go like get something to eat, let's go like relax for a bit. It was just like let's go look at the wall.
Yeah.
And then it was just like look at the wall, and then the first thing we faced was like, how are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
Because you never felt the wall, you don't know how it looked like. Luckily, the spray paint actually got delivered because I mean,
Oh yeah, it got there. That was one of the coolest things is the fact that we had friends and family and just support from here
mhm.
that were down to, Venmo some cash to get things delivered to Mexico. And we're just like, dude, I hope those spray cans get there. And they
Yeah,
they got
I know,
there.
yeah, I know. Because like, what was gonna happen if we got there and the spray can weren't there?
I
Like, we
know, we're
can't
just
go to the
like, well, I
store.
guess we're just going on vacation. That's it.
We can't go to the store.
Yeah, you can't find these anywhere.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that's one of the things that I look back and I'm like, again, that was a moment where yeah, I was doing commercial art here and there, but I got the chance again to really showcase who I was. And it's crazy because the townspeople, like, they kind of saw the mock-up. And
oh
I
right,
showed them like, this is what I'm gonna do with the money that I got from the sponsors, and they're like, can you do it more like
classic, huh?
classics on that
Yeah,
would be in a church? I'm like, nah, cause
because like you seen it.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
like
no,
you seen that.
yeah, this is something unique.
Yeah, it was another chance where you gotta like live art again,
Yeah,
like live and breathe and just eat
yeah.
art.
Oh, we ate so good.
Yeah, it was. Sick, man. I
Everyone took
miss it.
care of us. Everyone took care of us.
Yeah, like in Mexico, it was like 1 hour. equal to like 12 hours here.
Yeah,
Like
it just
it's
felt
like
like forever.
we would do so much in one day, and then
And
like,
you're
oh,
like, dude,
cool.
it's barely 3 p.m.
Yeah, like we still got the whole day ahead of
We're
us.
like, oh, should I keep on working? Nah, let's go enjoy the night. Let's go enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Get on the quads, you know. Let's go for a run.
Yeah, yeah. It's because
Drink orange juice.
the beds weren't
Put the
made
mural.
to for comfort. They were made for like just go to sleep
Just
and
get
get up and
up.
work. Yeah.
Hey, shout
Yeah.
out to those spring mattresses, bro. They get you the fuck
Yeah,
up.
they were. It was a great time, bro. Mexico was great. All right, so people always want to like pursue their passion. They want to follow their dream, and it's not the easiest thing to do, right? Because you gotta. There's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of setbacks, bounce backs. What's some advice that you could give yourself 5 years ago, 6 years ago when you first started that you think could like help you now, or something that you like some artist that's trying to start their path? Like, what's some advice that you would give them that you would like to hear when you first started?
To keep on working on your craft. To again work on what you love. Like you're not doing it for a gallery. You're not doing it for someone to to buy it. Don't do art hoping that someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Do it for you. Always do it for you. Keep doing things that you want to do,
Yeah.
and your art will speak. You'll have a collection. You'll all of a sudden look at what you've been working on, and you'll be like, did I just make a portfolio by accident?
Yeah.
Holy, whoa. Okay, now I got a portfolio. Now I can either show this to a gallery, a museum, a school,
Yeah.
and you have everything. You have everything right there
Yeah.
because you worked on it.
Yeah.
Again, work on it. Get up, do something about it.
Right.
Don't just be looking like, well, I don't have time, and I need to focus on a career. I need to focus on making money.
Hmm.
Oh, then why are you doing art? Why are you again like? Why are you doing it? Why again?
Yeah, you
like,
don't go into art because you know you're gonna make hella money.
yeah, you don't go to that. You don't chase the money. The money will fucking chase you, dude. You know how many times that money has been it just chases you, and you're just like, dude, do I gotta say yes to this mural? Maybe. Do I have to yes to this commission? Maybe. It's there. Again, it's because of the dedication and work that you put, and the individuality that you put into that piece.
Yeah.
People are gonna want it. People are, if
They're gonna feel it.
they're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, how do I have this? How do I get this? What do you mean you're not selling it?
Yeah.
I want it.
Do you ever feel like you lost yourself?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like I did lose myself. But I'm hoping that, this year I can change that. Yeah.
Because it's like there's like three different. I don't know. I don't know each mask that I've seen, like, or each different version of Joel that I've seen. But like I feel like as we grow older, we kind of start to notice things that we do and we probably shouldn't do, and we start taking accountability for certain things. And as an artist, like, do you ever feel like it's easier to paint when you're going through something tragic, or do you think it's easier to paint when you're happy?
I think it's easier to paint when I'm happy, because I've noticed that when I'm sad, or like when I'm not okay, I'll notice and I'll be like, I haven't painted in a year.
Okay.
I haven't painted in 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I've been so unhappy that I've been just trying to get happy in other ways.
Yeah.
In addictions,
Mm.
in just losing yourself, because you're like, I gotta just do work. I got a full-time job, but I also do murals on the side,
Yeah.
and then I also want to, be a great partner for someone.
Right.
And you get lost. You really get lost in the sauce because you're just constantly trying to find yourself when you're giving yourself away to too many things,
Damn.
and then you don't even know who you are after that. And I'm hoping that this year I can really show the world what I got again, because it took a minute, but I'm back.
Damn, bro. All right. No, that was good.
Like, just get ready for 2025.
What are future plans for Joel for this year? You got anything that you're working on, or something that you're like?
You know what? One thing that I have heard in the streets is that, I'm cocky.
Mhm.
That, like, it's Gamut.
Uh-huh.
Give them the job. Like, they're just like,
Oh, okay.
like,
Yeah, you want the job done.
And
Yeah.
you want the job done, you come to Gamut. But it's like, I've been focusing on, like, you know what? Let's get the community involved. Let's get more people involved. Let's get more artists involved. There's so many artists here.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm passionate about being one of the founders of Cien Ojos. because finally I've been alone for so long,
Yeah.
and now I've found some friends that have creativity that motivate me. That when I see them work, I get like, damn, what am I doing? Get up, dude, do the work then.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, all right, cool, let's go, let's do it, let's run it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that I can put a better foot forward in reaching newer heights in my creative career,
Yeah.
and hopefully even helping others strive for what they're looking for. What do you want to do? Because I think we're all here for the same reason.
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%. Yeah. Damn. Damn, bro. That was good. Is there anything else? That was great, bro. Like I'm over here about to like buzz, if anything.
Ah, dude. It's
Is there anything that we haven't said that you've been wanting to say? Or anything on
is there anything that I would want to say?
because like you mentioned already the advice that you would give yourself, obviously, like if you were to, 5 years ago,
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing forward. If advice to myself is always don't forget who you are, Joel.
Mm.
Cause yeah, man, I want to be an artist. I want to be a great guy. I want to be a good guy.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I give myself the Naruto story, where it's just like you're that kid in the swing that everybody made fun of, everybody just didn't care about, that people would just kind of point and just like that they would like, I would.
Easy pickings.
Oh yeah, and it'd just be one of those things. It's just like I would be in a team, and then the team would end up just leaving me to be in the other team, and it'd just be me against the whole team there.
Damn.
And it was one of those things where sometimes you do feel alone,
Yeah.
like the world is just fighting against you, but keep fighting.
Yeah.
Para luchar eso, it's tough.
Yeah.
And that advice that I want to give myself is, don't lose yourself. You're doing great. Keep pushing. Keep looking at the stars, dude. Keep running. Fight for what makes you happy.
Yeah. Damn, bro. All right, that's that. I think that's
I
it,
gotta
bro.
go, bro.
I think that. All right, that was
I
it.
got somewhere
That's it.
to
He has
be.
to go. Oh shit. All right, bro. Before you leave,
All right, sorry, bro. I got to, I just have to be somewhere right now. I feel like I have to be somewhere.
and I'm gonna let you go. Where can people find you at?
Bro,
What are your socials?
No, just kidding. Put it right here. Floating up right here. No, I'm just kidding.
Just hold your hand up.
Yeah,
I'll edit there.
you can always reach me. You can DM me on Instagram on Gamut _92. That's GAMUT _92.
Cool.
And bug me if you have any questions. I'm not hiding any blueprints. It's
You're
you
not
want
gatekeeping?
Yeah, no gatekeeping. You want to know anything about art that I might know of. I'm an open book. Come, let's hang out, let's talk,
Yeah.
let's share.
Get a grab
Let's
coffee.
grow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's grow.
Perfect. All right, done.